What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of The Ordinary Guys. My name's Chris,
I'm Dion.
and what are we on? Episode 8?
Is it 8?
Yeah, we're on episode 8 now.
Bro.
We just keep it rolling, dude.
It's rolling, bro. It's rolling. Let's do it.
By the way, before we roll in, I know that this is probably going to be a little off of what the norm is for everyone else, but
Okay.
happy Halloween, guys.
Yeah, happy Halloween. Yeah,
Hopefully you guys, if you have little ones, be safe out there.
definitely.
Make sure that your kids get the good amount of candy, but be safe at the
Be
same
very
time
safe,
with
be
it.
very careful.
Yeah, that's why we got a little bit of Halloween theme going on.
Yeah.
Anyway, what do we have on our plate today, bro?
Since we're avid fitness, we trying to get in shape.
I'm getting
you know
back
what I mean?
on it.
Trying to get back. I've been going to the gym for a while now.
Fitness.
Yeah, it's fitness just for ordinary guys.
Cool.
You know.
So, I actually had a hard time with it. Sorry, guys, if my voice is a little off. I'm actually under the weather. Anyway,
You're gonna get me sick.
this week, nah. This week, you're already sick anyway. In the head.
Fuck.
No, but in all seriousness, though, I couldn't do it this week, dude. I got maybe 2 days out,
Right.
and right into me being sick.
Yeah, I mean, I totally get it. I mean, I've been kind of consistent for this whole week. Well, toward the end of the week because my son plays football, and every day after practice he's calling me, and the time he calls me is the time where I'm starting to just get into the gym, and I'm waiting on machines. As soon as I get a machine, he's calling me, "Dad, come pick me up." So it's been kind of a hassle, especially being the only one in the house that drives.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm doing a lot of errands right after work.
All right. So here's a good question for you. I mean, I know that you go to the gym, right? But say if, for instance, you didn't have that, I guess, opportunity to go to the gym,
Right.
what would you do?
As far as what, like just like
Working out.
Like working out? Well, I had this thing where I was just doing like one body part per day,
Which is what we taught you.
which is what you taught
Shaq
me.
and I taught you, yeah.
Exactly. But then I started doing like supersets and like full body workouts. Well, I do like half. I'll do like all the upper body. I'll do like my chest. I'll do shoulders, biceps, triceps,
Yeah.
and then the next day I do like abs.
You don't do
legs.
abs.
I
Let's be
try.
real.
I try to do abs. I rarely ever do abs because it hurts, bro. It hurts, and I tend to get cramps like really, really severely as soon as I start doing.
Yeah.
And it's kind of embarrassing. I'm like trying to like stretch it out while I'm in the gym, bro. Looking like a damn fool walking around. People
I
looking
mean,
at me like,
it
"Bro."
happens though, bro. You just gotta stay on top of it
Yeah.
and work your way through. So anyway, but what my question is though, if you didn't have that opportunity to go to the gym, would there be any type of workouts that you'd be doing at home?
Like at home,
or-
well, yeah. Well, I have a exercise bike and I have some dumbbells and some cables and stuff like that. So I do occasionally, like if I
well,
don't.
the
if-
exercise bike you kind of burned yourself on the last video. You
yeah,
guys don't
yeah,
use it.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I got for my wife
Yeah.
predominantly, and so like I said in the last video, she goes to the gym and does a spin class doesn't use the damn thing there. I got on it yesterday just
Okay.
to see how it felt, after a little while, and I mean it's fine, It's get
Why don't you start using it, bro? It's a little bit of cardio.
Exactly, it's a little bit of cardio, and I definitely need cardio, being as I have high blood pressure. It helps out to bring that down.
Yeah, it does.
Any type of exercise is gonna help. So that was something that I worried about. Is I asked my doctor as well, like if I'm doing exercise like 5 days a week, it's just gonna make my blood pressure go high. He said, well, it'll make it go high a little bit, but any exercise is gonna help reduce it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So diet and exercise, it's definitely gonna help. And that's
Yeah,
not,
because if you think about it, it's a stress reliever, right?
right, yeah.
So in all seriousness, does it really make your blood pressure go high if you think about it?
I mean, it just gets your heart
It's
rate
good-
up, but
yeah.
but in a good way. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly.
Exactly. What about you? Like, since
Well,
I know you
you
haven't
know
been
that
going.
I actually went the opposite way.
Right.
I started working out here at home, And with that, I was just like, well, I need certain things, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Especially because I was already used to going to the gym
Right.
and using the bench,
Right.
using everything. So I ended up, I got a set of dumbbells for myself.
Right.
I got a curl bar for myself.
Okay.
I got a bench with the bar for me to be able to do chest still.
Right.
Obviously, with the dumbbells, I'm not just doing arms,
Right.
but I could do shoulders as well.
Right. Right.
And even if I didn't have the bench, right, I could still be on a flat surface and use the dumbbells for chest or whatever.
Right.
For cardio, I've been using either a rower is a good
Yeah,
one
you got to roll.
because it helps out with your back, with your shoulders. It helps out with your abs, and then obviously you're doing cardio too, right? Or the other thing that I really started getting into was me going out for a bike ride every now and then. So that's what I've been doing, dude. And like I told you before, I remember at one point I ended up going from 280 pounds all the way down to 237, and but that was with me dedicating myself, having to work out Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday, I would be having my off days, my rest days.
Right.
So that's what I've been doing.
It's cool, man. I mean, the biggest challenge that has been for me is food. I love to eat.
I know. You and I both.
Like no matter how I look, I'm always gonna be that big guy, that over 300-pound guy in my head.
Give me in and out.
Exactly. Like I see some fast food, I'm like, oh man, can't wait to get a burger or something like that.
Yeah.
But I gotta like my thing is like portion control and eating late. For some reason, whenever
Yo, tell me why. Now that I've been sick these last couple of days, is like I'll go out the entire day without eating, and then late at night I'm over here munching on a bunch of stuff.
Exactly. I've been craving like sour things at night for some reason.
Yeah, that's
And
how
I
it's
really
been for
don't.
me too.
I usually don't eat any like things sweet or sour, you know. But I've been craving that, and it seems to be like after a workout, it's like I'll eat something, but then late at night, like I always get that sweet tooth like late at night, like
Yeah, that's why I told
12, you know.
What I ended up reading an article on, and I mean, you could do some research yourself, is if you really get those cravings, one of two things that I recommend would be either to have a smoothie, you know, so you could kill that sweet craving, or the other thing that actually helps out with joints. So it's actually good, like after you've had a good night workout, and then if you get that craving late at night, Jello.
Okay.
So Jello, I guess, has I forget what it is, but it helps with your joints. So
well, it's
like
made
inflammation
from,
and
from like animal, like I don't know if it's cartilage or
well, there's a certain ingredient in Jello that's within the Jello that you ingest it, and it helps with joint pain and inflammation. So and
is this why they give it in hospitals?
I guess so. I mean, if you really think about it, it's it's a good dessert to have, right? But it helps with recovery too. And like I said, I mean, there's articles all about it, so anyone could go and
Google
look it up. Yeah,
definitely. Another thing, I'm sorry, I know we gotta go to the next subject, but something that I want to test on was portion control and what's it called? Meal prep.
Okay.
If you do meal prep, I did it for like a week and it worked perfectly. I don't know why I'm not doing it anymore, but meal prep saves a lot of time and you already know what you're gonna eat.
Not only that, it saves you so much money.
It's so much money, bro. But like I said, everyone in my house is not on the same page that I'm at. So I'm meal prepping, and then someone goes in the refrigerator, sees it's like, oh, there's meal, okay, and they just eat it. And I go in, and my meal's gone. I can't get mad. Those are my kids. I'm not gonna be like, hey, don't touch this.
Just be glad I don't live there.
Man, all my meals will be gone. But yeah, I think meal prep will be good for myself and for my wife. So I'm gonna try that again.
Yeah, I would recommend it only because it's gonna help you. I know that you're on the road a lot because of work, right?
Right.
So, and that's what I was telling you last time that we were on the phone. We were having that conversation. I told you, keep a snack or something with you. That way, when you're on the road, you have something to munch on, because that's the other thing. Not only do you have to meal prep and you have to have that schedule, but at the same time too, you have to make sure that your metabolism keeps on going, right?
Exactly.
So even in between meals, the other recommendation that and which worked out for me was to have something in between.
Okay.
You know, so
No, and a lot of things that my wife was getting kind of like stressed about because she doesn't want to do weight training because she thinks she's going to get bulky, but she wants to lose weight. Like if you actually weight train, you will lose weight because you gaining muscle, the muscle is going to eat the fat.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get bulky. You're just
just put it this way. Look at your arms now.
Exactly. Compared to like what? Months ago, like what, 5-6 months ago?
Yeah,
it's totally different. My arms were like flabby, and now I do like this, and I feel my muscle. I can see my muscle. It's crazy.
That I've been telling you that, and so that's a couple of recommendations that I have. So what else we got?
This is a topic that's been getting a lot of buzz lately. Kanye West and his little Jewish debacle.
Bro, did you hear that he ended up losing his shoe deal?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's like what, 1.2 billion gone. But still, he's like. But I heard I read the article. It's like now he's only worth a mere 400 million. I'm like, what's mere about 400 million?
I don't know. I don't know if it's because I don't know if you ended up the one thing that I caught while listening to another podcast, Andrew Schultz and Flagrancy, they ended up mentioning, I guess Kanye ended up stating that he's been off his meds for 2 years now.
He's bipolar, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know if everything that's going on, if that has to do with it.
I think it has. I mean,
or is this really how he is?
Is this how he is without all the drugs and stuff like that? I mean, he's a musical genius. Let's put it like that. He's really good at his music.
Well, not just music. Anything is touched.
Yeah.
I mean, look at his shoes, right?
Yeah.
Look at his clothing line that he had.
Yeah. It's not my taste, but
I know. But I'm just saying he's been successful in everything that he's touched so far. Up until this point.
Honestly, I think he's just come to a conclusion that he doesn't want the BS anymore. You know what I mean? A lot of yes people around him. And he's tired of it. He's tired of that family, in particular.
Yeah, I get it.
You know,
to a certain extent. Look, because and again, going back on Flagrancy's comments that they were stating, they were stating that I guess he was sick and tired of people screwing him over, right?
Right.
I get it, but you can't take that concept and then generalize it.
Of course,
for a whole group of people,
especially when you're in a group that's been generalized for I don't know how many years. You know what I mean? We get marginalized and generalized left and right. So why would you do the same thing?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah, there are a lot of black people that are Jewish as well, but like if you're sick and tired of these people, then go after those people individually.
As a matter of fact,
you know what I mean?
So in the interview that Kanye was in, they ended up telling him, they're like, well, now that you're in the position that you're in, you have the freedom to go ahead and I guess quote unquote like put them on blast. You know what I mean?
Right.
So they're like, why don't you mention who they are?
Right.
Go ahead and state their names. That way, it's out in the open, out in the light.
They've already cut
for
ties
everyone
with you.
to know what's going on. No names were provided.
Well, because then that's gonna probably affect his kids in the long run. You know what I mean?
But well,
because he's connected to his kids, of course, and their mother, is connected with them. So anything that he says, you know what, they might be in her corner right now, and helping her with her ventures or whatever. And then he calls them out, and they're like, okay, we're cutting ties with everyone. So that they takes money out of his food out of his kids' mouths as well.
True.
So it's like a double-edged sword for him. He's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't.
I mean, with all the things that he's been saying, I just would have kept low.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations. It's like, okay, you're entitled to your opinion, but know that once you state those opinions out in the public,
they're out there.
And then not only that, bro, but It's the fact that he has such a huge following.
Right.
You know that his opinions and his comments being out there is going to draw out some repercussions.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah, they say
especially
words
now
matter,
with
yeah.
everyone being so
Sensitive about everything.
yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
So I don't know if you ended up hearing, but there was like a group of kids that were
What about the protesters?
yeah, you heard about that?
On the freeway overpass.
Yeah.
Part of the KKK. They had signs saying Kanye was right, like F the Jews and all this and all
Yeah.
that. I'm like, and they're throwing up Nazi signs and like Hitler signs.
And
It's like,
that's
wow,
and
bro.
that's where I'm saying you have
It's
to
like,
you have to know when to draw the line.
right.
You know what I mean? And not saying that what Kanye is thinking is the right thing.
Right.
But let's go with what everyone in this society
Exactly.
is thinking now, right?
Exactly.
Everyone's entitled to their opinions. Okay, I
Exactly.
get it. But again, coming back to you have to draw the line somewhere.
Exactly.
Keep it to yourself.
I mean,
You're
something.
entitled to have your thoughts and your opinions,
Right.
but keep it to yourself because at the end of the day, look at the mass hysteria that you're causing.
I mean, trust me, I get it. I mean, I understand. I think I understand what he's trying to say or trying to do, but just the way he went about it, and the words that he was using are making some people feel emboldened.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like the same thing with Trump. It's like he said things that probably didn't necessarily mean, oh, go do this or go do that. But the people that already had that type of mentality found now those words like, okay, well, this is our moment. We need to go and jump on this. You know what I mean? Or ride this
Well, I'm not gonna
coattail.
go there because
You know
there's
what I
a whole case about that going
Right,
on
yeah,
right now.
yeah.
So.
But I'm saying sometimes the words that you say can be misconstrued for something else, and then it takes on a life of its own. You know what I mean? It makes something totally negative when you meant something totally
yeah, because
different.
you never know how another person's going to be
It's going to perceive it.
interpreting
Exactly.
what you're trying to say.
But
which wasn't the case with who you said just now. But anyway, fact of the matter is,
no,
fact
those
of the
words
matter
were
is,
implied.
it is just he, in my opinion, should have just kept his mouth shut and just kept his opinion to himself. That's how I think. You know, because at the end, he wouldn't have caused this mass riot to go on. And not just that, but look at all he's lost.
Yeah. I mean, he's the thing that when I was listening to the interview, the things that I kept hearing more was he's like he's a dad and he's hurting that he can't see his kids. He's not invited to like birthday parties to his own kids, or things that are going on, and he's like, there's always been this stigma that especially black males don't want to be a part of their kids' lives, and this is a man that wants to be a part of it, and he's being denied. So that's where he's hurting.
But there's a certain way to go about that, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand.
It's if you're hurting and you're in a position to where you can't see your own child,
right.
You're not gonna drag out a fight and then involve a whole other group of people.
But
that have nothing to do with your problem.
But if you're going to the mother and saying, I want to see my child, this and that, and you're making every effort to be that person and to be a dad that's there and wants to see your child, and that is not being reciprocated from the other party, then you're gonna have to find other ways to get to make that happen. You know what I mean? If it goes to legally or what have you.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that
he just has a bigger platform, so anything that he says is going to be blown up.
No, but okay, in this situation, in that case, you're sorry to say, but you're wrong.
Okay, no.
And the reason why I'm telling you that is because it's like, say you and I are getting in a fight about this pumpkin, right?
Right. We always do.
Why am I gonna drag out Jack over here? Just because?
Because he's part of it.
Just because you and I are in a fight. You know what I mean? Right. It makes no sense. Okay. Let's keep this between you and I. Because at the end of the day, it's gonna be solved between you and I.
Yeah.
Not a third party.
That's true. I mean, I get it too. But if I know that I'm right about this pumpkin, I know that I'm right, 100%. And this is our pumpkin. We had this pumpkin together, and you're like, no, this pumpkin is yours. I'm like, well, this is my pumpkin too. I want to see this pumpkin. You're like, nah, you can't see this pumpkin no more.
Show me the
get out of
receipts,
here.
bro. Did you pay half of the pumpkin? Is that what's going on?
Looks just like me and you. You know what I mean? This is our pumpkin.
That's not where I was going. Okay.
And I want to see the pumpkin. You're like, no. So I'm gonna, you know what? Hey, Jack, what are your thoughts? If this is both our pumpkins together, shouldn't we be able to see half and half? Like half the time with you, half the time with me. Seems fair to me.
But what I'm saying is
not fair.
What I'm saying is, why are you gonna drag a whole other?
You're dragging the world into it now.
Yeah,
yeah. I get it.
And be racist about it, nonetheless.
Yeah. That didn't help at all.
Yeah,
and it's not helping.
All right, so is that all we have to say about Kanye?
That's my rant about Kanye. Hopefully he gets the help that he needs and everything else.
That's good. Yeah.
All right.
That's really all I have to say about him. I just hope that he gets the help that he needs.
Definitely. I mean, the man needs to see his kids, and they need their father.
Well, so, that's a given, man. That's a given.
All right. Well,
what else we got?
Well, we got, right now everyone's pinching their pennies about everything. There's gas, food, everything is.
Yo, how much is gas now?
Actually, it went down a little bit. Last time we did this, it was like $5.30 something.
Premium. How much? Do you know how much premium is right now?
Was at that time it was probably like $5.60 something.
Okay.
But regular right now is $4.99. So premium is probably
so it went down a little bit.
Down significantly, which is pretty good.
20-30 cents?
Something like that, yeah.
Not bad.
So not bad, but still, still high. It should be like 3 something like everywhere else.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of side hustles that you can do, and and online businesses and stuff like that. And you have a business, so why don't you tell us a little bit about yours? I actually
have an online business.
Okay.
Which, like I mentioned before, once that gets up and going, because right now it's in the process of rebranding.
Okay.
So once it's finished up, I'll go ahead and provide the link. But an online business is what I've started, and a lot of accessories, I guess you could say.
Okay.
For women.
Okay.
And a lot of, I guess it's for men too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you and I wear it.
Yeah, we're
stuff that I've
don't
actually
happen to have mine right
stuff
now.
that I've actually made.
Right. Like the ones you got on, right?
Yeah, like these. But like bracelets, necklaces.
Nice.
There's actually stone pendants that I have.
Okay.
But anyway, so online businesses is actually a really good way to have side income. One of our friends, actually, Benny.
Okay.
I ended up kind of guiding him and giving him the run up of how he needs to start up. He actually wants to start a t-shirt business.
Okay.
So I kind of gave him, the whole start of, you need to first make a name for your business. Then you have to follow up with the state and register it.
Okay.
And then after you register it, obviously you have to pay for the fees, right?
Right.
Then obviously you do your research, figure out who you want to do business with, whether it be, for instance, I know that shouldn't, anyway, Squarespace is one, right. GoDaddy's another.
Okay.
Webflow, and
these are like
the list goes on for online websites that you could do business with.
Okay. I had a question though. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I have a question. Like, okay, say like I don't want to go that route. I just want to do like drop shipping or something like that. Is that
Amazon's
lucrative?
One.
Is that lucrative? Like, is that going to make you the type of money that could potentially like help you like every month?
My boy's done it for a little bit.
Right.
And he ended up noticing, I wasn't really making that much money because I still have to break part of the profits with the other.
Okay.
Exactly. So he was just like, rather than do that route, I'd rather he ended up opening up his own online business as well.
Okay.
So that's why I usually recommend doing that versus drop shipping.
Right.
I mean, not saying that it's a bad start,
Right.
but if you really want that full benefit of the income that's coming in,
I want the full benefit.
I would just go with your very own business.
Okay.
Is what I would do.
See, my thing is that I wouldn't know what to sell. Like, I wouldn't even know, like...
There's anything you could sell nowadays. I mean, as a matter of fact, check this out. There's places that, for instance, like Best Buy, right?
Okay.
Or Costco,
Right.
or whatever big brand store that you could think of.
Yeah.
Stuff that they are like, you know what, this is overstock, we don't want it.
Okay.
So they give it to this warehouse, right? And then the warehouse is like, all right, well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a pallet, and then we're gonna just sell it to the public.
Okay, I think I heard about those.
So you could go out there and buy a pallet
pallets and whatever
for
you get.
exactly,
Sell that.
and then just sell that.
Okay.
So there's a bunch of different ways to really make your own income. You just have to be creative.
I'll talk to you later, but
you have to do some research, and you gotta.
Because I'm definitely trying to make a little bit more money. At least a couple extra G's a month will help a lot.
I know that at the beginning, when this whole when the whole pandemic started, what was that one? Not Uber Eats. What was the other one?
Grubhub?
No, not Grubhub. There was another one.
DoorDash.
I think it was DoorDash, and then there was another. Oh, Postmates.
Oh, okay, yeah.
DoorDash and Postmates were two things that I was actually doing.
Really?
For a while.
You know, I signed up with Postmates, got the bag and everything, and never went through with it. I was like,
I was
at the time I was
making
doing Uber Eats.
I was making good money with it.
Right.
I mean, even at Shaq, I was making, no joke, like after tips, I was making anywhere between $300 to $400 a week.
Okay.
And that's I was working maybe 3 hours a night.
Right.
5 nights a week, so it's not much, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the only bad part about that was obviously wear and tear on the car. You have to fill up gas
and gas. Yeah.
You're burning up oil, and
especially nowadays.
So it just after a while, dude, I was just like, you know what, I think I'm done with this. But that was another side hustle for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I did just Uber.
Yeah.
And then I did that for about 3 months, something like that. But I only did like a couple hours a night just to get a little extra cash here and there. For like kids.
It was always like play around money, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything like significant, like, oh, this is to pay a bill or whatever. This is just
I was like, if I want to go to the movies.
Exactly, because I'm like, okay, I'm driving, I'm making some money, and it was better than just sitting on the couch and watching TV at that time. It's like, because every time I'm sitting on the couch, I'm like, I could be doing something to make some money right now.
Yep.
You know, and yeah, it took me all the way to LAX, and that's where I pretty much cleaned up. It was around LAX.
Dang.
Yeah, man, I would go from here. I pick up people here in San Fernando Valley, take them all the way to LAX. That's like $80 right there, bro. You know what I mean? And then once you're there at the airport, LAX, as soon as you drop off somebody, you get another one. Drop that person off, you get another one. It's like it just kept going. It got so crazy that I had to like turn it off just so I can get back out here. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to end locally, you know?
That's another one. I shout out to my man Strong, by the way. He ends up working for a limo company.
Okay.
And it's all income that he started grabbing, and he was just like, you know what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to save up money, and then I'm going to go ahead and buy multiple vehicles, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep on saving money after I get the vehicles, and then I'm gonna start hiring my own drivers. And he just went with it, man, and I think he's been in business for roughly around 10 plus years now.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice. So and the kid's younger than I. He's
doing a limo business.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's about maybe 3 or 4 years younger than I.
Oh wow.
And
but he had a vision, you know.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what it is.
And
it's all about vision, man.
And I was just talking to him just last week, and he was telling me, he's like, dude, the only downside is that I'm on the road all the time.
Yeah.
He goes, but the upside is that I get to travel anywhere and everywhere around the country.
Because you're your own boss.
Exactly.
You can take time off whenever you want.
And that's the other benefit.
Right. Not punching nobody's clock.
was the fact that he's like, if I want to take vacation now,
Yeah.
throw the job over to the drivers,
Right.
and then I take vacation. I'll take calls so that way I could route, what job's going to
keep in
what
touch with
driver.
what's going on. Yeah,
exactly. So yeah, man, that was another one that he ended
man.
up showing me, and at one point I was actually thinking about it,
Right.
and I was just like, nah, it's gonna be too much, too much to do, and I'm gonna be way too tired.
Yeah,
Because that's the one thing about driving, dude. It wears you the hell out.
Wears you out, bro. Like people that don't drive, like they don't get it. They don't get it. You drive all day, and then they're like, "Oh, take me here." I don't know. No, I'm not doing it. I don't want to go anywhere.
I know what you're referring to.
I will stay here. I'll simulate some driving at home, but other than that, no.
Is there like a remote that
something, I could right? If I could do that just remotely, bro, all day.
Yo,
yeah,
what if there really was like something that you could attach to your phone? No. Like something that you could attach to the phone, right? And then you have like camera in the front bumper, and then camera like on, say, the back bumper, and then one on each side mirror, right? So then you could just like, I don't want to drive. Yeah, you go and I'll just drive you, but I'm gonna do it from my phone.
I'll do it remotely. Yeah, you need to go to the store. Just go. Okay, go get in the car. I got you. And you just drive from there, and it's like you're at home playing a damn video game.
You think that would minimize DUIs?
It will probably make it. well, because I mean, if you crash, you're literally not in the car, but you're still driving remotely and you're impaired. So, yeah, it'll still be DUI.
Yeah.
But they're talking about like flying cars. No, I don't want flying cars if people are going to be drinking. There's enough crashing on the ground. You don't want shit falling from the sky onto you.
That'd be some scary stuff.
Good, bro. This is exactly why we don't have flying cars now. He's like, in the future we're gonna have flying cars. No, people will die.
People will die. Denzel Washington was in that movie. Remember? What was the name of it? Pilot? No.
Flight.
Flight.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, where he was drunk and
he drove the shit out of that plane, bro. But he was drunk and high. So yeah, I mean, some people they excel when they're under the influence. Unfortunately, I know some people that when they're not, they're terrible drivers. But still don't do it. Don't do it. It's not worth your life or worth losing anyone else's life. Exactly.
No. All right, my boy. Well, I know that this is a
little bit shorter than usual.
Yeah. Well, in all honesty, I think it's a good change, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, guys. Well, like we said, unfortunately, this is a short video for today. Hopefully, you guys enjoy it, and on to the next, I guess, right?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tap the post notification bell so you know when we drop another video.
And one more thing, guys, if in case you have anything you want to say, make sure you drop a comment down below. All right, guys. Well, that's been it for The Ordinary Guys. Just like that.
We're out of here.
We're out.
Peace.